So today we're back at my local flea market here looking for items that I can pick up for cheap and resell online. We sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I also just started selling live on District. So we're looking for things that we can pick up and flip online. If you remember from one of my last flea market videos, I think it was 2 videos back, we came to the same flea market. These same shirts were at this vendor here that I was looking through. After I left, I never asked for the price. I just assumed they were going to be expensive because they still had the new tags on them. So on that last trip, I just looked through them and I left without asking. This time I went back, the same exact shirts were there, which now looking back, that was probably a red flag. But I decided this time to go ahead and ask.
How much are the shirts? 15.
I was trying to pick these things up for cheap if I can buy them like in a big lot. I was hoping I can get them somewhere around like $3 a piece. You can see there's a bunch of Ariat. There are some Columbias. As I go through here, you'll be able to see them. But all of these are brand new with tags.
Si te compro 10, ¿cuánto me puedes dejar 10?
¿De cuáles?
De los Ariats.
¿De las Ariat?
Ajá.
No, esas es lo menos aquí.
Sí, 15 cada uno. Okay.
There's a bunch of shirts here. So at the right price, I was definitely willing to pull the trigger on them. So maybe I made the right choice last time not asking the price. She wanted $15 a piece for each shirt. That's pretty much what the price tag said on them, new in the store.
Look at these hats.
¿Es el verde o el rojo? Es verde. Verde. Es verde. ¿No traes el probador para las pilas, Charlie? Sí. ¿Compraste otro? No, el mismo. Lo hallé. Uno, no, ¿de veras? No, tú. No.
So this vendor right here, he had a bunch of hats just laying on the floor. These are the type of vendors that I like. They're not organized or anything like that. That usually tells you they're not asking a high price. Usually they're asking $1 a piece. And that's exactly what he was asking for these hats. Now, after talking to this guy, he buys storage units in Oklahoma. Keep in mind, I'm in Texas. So a lot of these vendors actually drive out of state to buy storage units, and then they come here and just dump everything off and sell it for really cheap here. So this guy specifically, he said he comes every 2 weeks. I was talking to him. He told me to come every other Friday, right when the gates open, and he should have a bunch of inventory and boxes still. So I went ahead and bought a lot of stuff off of him just to build that relationship. There were some pretty cool hats here, some vintage hats that I ended up picking up. But this is a guy that I definitely want to build a relationship with and start buying more items off this guy.
En tus mandamientos meditaré, consideraré tus caminos.
How much are the hats? $1? Okay.
I don't think a lot of people have the patience to dig through piles like this. Let me know if you're the type of person that can dig all day, trying to uncover 1 or 2 items, or do you just do a quick scan and walk away? I'm the type of person to sit there. I can sit there for 5 or 10 minutes and dig through all these hats as you see here. You never know what you're gonna find at the bottom of that pile. And then right here, I think one vendor over, I saw that old Patagonia hat. It was in pretty bad shape, but for $1, I went ahead and picked it up. When I brought it home, my wife liked the hat, so she decided to keep it.
Gracias. Are these yours too? A 5? Okay. Tech.
So there is a story behind this vendor that I want to talk to you about, and that's kind of the purpose of this whole video. This is the biggest lesson that I learned from Technsports after watching all his videos. So stay tuned towards the end of this video, and I'll go ahead and break down what I'm talking about.
Pero pues a veces no le pierde, pero pues no tanto. Porque estos aquí te los dan en 40. Y están nuevos.
True Religions.
Yo les doy en 25. Déjame ahora ver si tienes rápido.
Okay. Utah Utes, $2. Champion. What do you think about this shirt? I didn't look it up or anything, but it's Disney and it looks like it's in good condition. I mean, what do you think, like $12 it'll probably sell? I ask how much the hat is. It's a nice hat.
Yeah. That color is nice.
That's new. So. How much is the hat? $5. Might be good. Just a hat.
Amada, dame 5.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
You too, so
Yep.
appreciate it.
All right, have a good day. Thank you.
I came across these old NFL banners. These were all from like the 90s. They were really cool, but a lot of them were in really tough condition. I know they have to be in good shape to be able to sell these things. You can see that one right there. The little corner's all ripped off.
How much are your banners?
3 or 2 for 5.
2 for 5.
I couldn't pull the trigger on them, as cool as these things were. I just know if I bought them in this shape, I would never sell them, and I would probably just end up redonating them or something. So as tough as it was to leave these behind, I just had to pass on these.
The Transmanian Devils from Ludington. And animals. No tienes un banner la buy. No. ¿Es de la buy? ¿Qué clase eres? ¿Ya no ibas a la escuela tú, güey? No, pero 64. Órale, 64. 64, 65. Órale.
Where do you guys find all these at, man? I see a lot of like Denver Broncos stuff out here.
Colorado storage units.
Oh, that's where you guys go out there?
Yeah, a lot of the merch out here is from over there.
Why? That 2 people already told me. Is it cheaper out there or what?
Yeah, it's a bigger city, more people, so you're bound to find more storage units that are for cheaper over there.
That makes sense.
Than locally.
Yeah, I see a lot of Bronco stuff. I was like, why is there so much Bronco stuff here?
Yeah.
That's why, huh?
Exactly.
That's cool, man. These are cool. If they were in a little better condition, I'd get them, but.
Yeah.
Pequeñas 3 por $1.
All right, so we're back from the flea market now. I'm gonna quickly run you through the items that we found. We're there for about 2.5 hours, and I think we spent about $88. Now, I wanna give you a quick backstory because it's gonna be relevant to something that I picked up today. So I've been listening to Technsports videos. I've been binge watching all his videos, and I think the number one thing that I've gotten so far is his approach when he goes to flea markets is he looks for people and not products. So what that means is instead of going to the flea market and going to like one vendor, looking for 1 or 2 things here, going to the next and looking for some more items, what he does instead of looking for products, he builds relationships and networks with people, with the vendors there. That way you could form that relationship and they could bring you items in bulk. And I was able to do that today while I was there. So that's kind of my new approach moving forward, either at flea markets, yard sales, thrift stores. No matter where I go, I'm going to try to do that. That way, when you do show up to flea markets, you have someone that's ready just to hand over a bunch of inventory to you. So you already have that on lock. And then if you want to just walk around and find some more items, that's all like a plus on top of that. So that's kind of what I did today while I was there. But let me go ahead and show you the first thing that we picked up here. It's in no specific order. I'm just going to start grabbing things out of the bags here. So this is an Ariat shirt. There is the logo right there. Ariat Tech, and it's called Heat Series. This one is a size large. And I paid, what was it, $5 for this shirt? $5 for that one. From the same lady, I got the Cinch shirt, which Cinch is a good Western brand. Not all of it sounds good, but look it up, you know, case by case. This is what the logo looks like. Cinch, and this one is a size small. This one does have the pearl snaps on it. You can see right there. So that's what the design looks like. Again, I paid $5 for that Cinch shirt. Then we picked up this watch right here. I think we paid $2 for it. It's Donald Trump Making America Great. So this is really good shape. It has like the leather straps on it. So that's another thing we picked up right there for $2. And then if you remember from a couple of my videos back, I mentioned that anytime you can layer items or layer things on your items, like I'll show you right here. So we have a Columbia sweater, and it's also an Iowa State. So we have Columbia, which sells good on its own for some pieces. And then we stack Iowa State on top of it, which is a college team. So anytime you can do that, where you can stack different things on top of each other, it's just going to help your item sell that much faster. And this one is a size XL. And then these kind of stood out to me when I was looking through the pile of jeans. I've heard of this brand before, but I've never seen these style of pants. This one is Orvis. And this one is called Zambezi Twill. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it has like leather lining or leather trim, like right there on the pocket, on the back pockets. And this is a size 38. And these right here, we paid $4 for. I don't know if I mentioned, but that Columbia Iowa State sweater, I also paid $4 for those. And then moving on to the next bag right here. Here's another example of layering things on your item here. So this one is a Utah, so another college. And then on top of that, it is a Champion brand. There is a tag right there, Champion. I need to get a lot better at identifying these Champion tags to see which ones are like the vintage ones. But this one's a size large, really good condition on this one. So again, college plus Champion, that's gonna help it sell a little better. And then this one, I didn't even look up comps or nothing just because it was in such good condition. $2 on this one, and then $2 on this one as well. This was from the same guy. So that's what the shirt looks like right there. It is a Disney size XL. So that's the next things. And then I picked up these Ariat boots. These are Ariat hiking boots. These are actually in really good condition. Let's see if you can see the soles right there. And this is what the shoe looks like. And then there is the Ariat tag. And these are size 12s. The only flaw that I saw on them was this, on this shoe right here. You can see like that little scrape right there. So we paid $6 for these, and I saw some comps about $40 plus shipping on these shoes. And again, these are in really good condition except for that one little scrape that it has on it. I'll actually save these hats towards the end. I picked up a bunch of vintage hats here, which I really love picking up hats and clothing. If you're new to the channel, I know you see a lot of clothing here. We're actually everything sellers. Me and my wife sell everything, but I really like going towards clothing items and hats. Not too much shoes, but I do pick them up when they make sense. But hats, shirts, sweaters, jeans, stuff like that, I love picking those things up. My wife found this big Vera Bradley bag right here. We paid $3 for this one. Vera Bradley, I don't know about you, but for us, it does sell pretty good. Anytime we list Vera Bradley, we do sell it pretty quickly. So we got that one, and then she ended up getting one more in here somewhere. This one right here. This was from a different vendor, but this is also Vera Bradley. You can see it has a big strap on it right there. It's like a wallet. So $2 for this one, $3 for the big one. And then let me show you what I'm talking about here. This is the lady that I was talking to. She has a bunch of these shirts. I think she had over, I want to say like 60 or 70 of these shirts. And they're all in bags. They're brand new with tags right there. This one is called Retro Fox. Let me show you the tag here. Retro Fox, and then it has the little logo right there. So I paid $5 each for all these, again, brand new with tags. She had all different sizes and colors. What I told her is I will pick up a few of these. I just picked up 4 of them. I saw the comps for brand new ones going for about $20 to $25. I even saw some for $29.99. So for $5 a piece, even if I can move them quickly and make $10 profit a piece, I told her I would go back as soon as I get these sold, and I'll just buy her out on the rest of the ones that she has. Again, she has like 60 or 70 more of these. So if I would have never watched that Tech and Sports video, I would have never approached her about buying her whole thing in bulk. I don't know why that never crossed my mind before. I was always one of those people that just look for individual items. So I picked up 2 XLs and 2 large in different color patterns. She had like 7 or 8 different varieties. So I picked up 2 XL and 2 large just to see if one sold better than the other. So I got this color right here. I got this one. Red and black one. And then we got the all orange one here. So I'm gonna actually list these tonight to see how well they perform. If 1 or 2 of these sell by next weekend, I'm definitely gonna go back and buy out at least another 10 or 20 of them. If not, just buy her out on all of them. So I'm pretty excited about those. I'm crossing my fingers and hopefully these sell pretty well. Lastly, we're gonna get into the hats here. I bought a bunch of hats. All of them were $1 a piece. So $1 a piece for all the hats you're gonna see here. A lot of them do need cleaning. Here's the first one right here. Snapback. It is that trucker style hat. It has the mesh. It has the foam lining. It has that little string here. So $1 on this one. Oh, actually this one right here wasn't $1. I paid $5 for this one, only because it was brand new with tags. There is the inside. So $5 for this one. All the rest of the hats were $1. And again, a lot of these do need some deep cleaning. Miss State Bulldogs. This one has the youngin snaps. Again, the foam on the inside, trucker style hat. And then let me just bust out this pack right here. I'm not gonna spend too much time on each one. I'll just go ahead and show you all the ones that I got here. This one's a Scotch Blue brand hat. There's the back of it. And then we have this Columbia PFG golf hat. There's the back. And then we got a ping hat. This one will need some cleaning. G425. There's the logos right there, ping. And it is a snapback. And then we have a Braves hat. This one actually looks pretty old. That has a Braves right there underneath the bill. And then here is the tag on this one. American Needle. I have to look this one up. It does look pretty old though. And it has like the buckle style on the back. Another trucker style hat. This one is a Capital Barbershop from Oklahoma. This one's actually in really good condition. This one's ready to get listed. Then we have a Ford hat. Another trucker style hat. Seth Wadley Ford. There's an inside right there. And then lastly, we got this one right here. This is a Patagonia hat. It just kind of had like an old style feel to me. There's a Patagonia with a little van. Where is the logo on this one? There's a Patagonia tag. It's a snapback. It will need some cleaning. The bill right there is pretty dirty. So I'm actually going to buy some OxyClean. And I'm going to go ahead and scrub all the hats that need scrubbing. But for $1 a piece, all these hats right here, I think there were some pretty good pickups. I'm excited to go ahead and list those. Again, I really do like picking up and listing hats. So that's everything that we picked up. And now that I think about it, we actually bought our kids like 3 plushes. They were $2 each. My wife got herself like a mop. We got a couple other personal items. So if we really boil it down to just the things that we're gonna resell, I think we paid somewhere about $75 or so. So here's a few items that sold in the last week. If you remember our last trip to the flea market, I think 2 weeks ago, we picked up this hat right here. I paid $1 for this vintage post office hat, and it sold here on eBay for $21.38. So that was a pretty quick sale, and we made, I think, about $15 or $16 profit on the hat. And then here is a thrift store find. We bought this at Savers for, I think, $2 or $2.99. We didn't make much on this one, but I bought a total of 6 of these, and we've been selling these pretty good. It's called Diagnosis Murder, and this one sold for $16.37 free shipping. And here's another Savers find. My wife found this Shimmer and Shine plush. This one sold for $13.03 here on eBay, and I think we paid a couple dollars for that one as well. And then my wife just picked this one up at Savers, I think 2 or 3 days ago. This was part of my last video as well. She found this for $5.99. This sold in 2 or 3 days for $17.78. Again, not a huge profit, but I really love these items that sell really fast. And then I have this snap-on jacket. This was not the best buy, I'll be honest with you guys. I bought this when I first started jumping on Whatnot. I was watching a stream from somebody random, and they were selling this snap-on jacket as well as a Carhartt sweater. So I think I paid $45 for both this jacket and the Carhartt sweater. And we sold that Carhartt sweater for, I think, $26. And this one right here, for some reason, I thought it was gonna sell for a lot more. It's been probably like 4 or 5 months, and it finally sold for $64 plus shipping. So I might have broke even or maybe made like $15 or $20 on this purchase right here. Not the greatest, I won't do that again. So I'm happy to see that thing go. I can finally take that money back and invest it in some better items. So that's it for this video, but you definitely don't want to miss the next one that I'm working on. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that now to follow along. But we ended up purchasing our very first storage unit, and there's no way we got this lucky. I mean, we found the jackpot of this one certain item here. I still couldn't believe what we found for the price that we paid. So I'm definitely excited to show you guys what we found in this storage unit. Do a lot more of moving forward in the future. We want to buy at least 1 storage unit per week. So follow along, see how we do with that. But definitely stay tuned for that video.